Do you know 70% of organization fails to deliver the project on time? Project management is all about finding the right balance between three flows, that is people, process, and tool. While project work in progress, harmony of these flows is continuously disturbed. They are usually bounded by the project constraint. Projects do not have infinite resources, be it budget, time, or scope of work. Every project is bound to complete with limited resource. If no such boundaries are imposed on project, then actually is not project. So, what are these constraints, and how they impact the project progress? If these questions are echoing in your mind, then you have come to right video. In this video, we would learn about project constraints, and how they impact your project. So, what exactly the project constraint? Project constraints are the boundaries and limitations that you need to consider while you plan your project work activities. Basically, you cannot ignore these boundaries. Even if you complete the work without honoring these constraints, you are technical failed. Remember, project goals are tied to these boundaries. During the project life cycle, project manager encounters various constraints, including time, costs, scope, quality, resources, and risks. Part of your job as an effective project manager is learning how to balance these constraints and maximize the project performance. At high level, you may feel the project appear to have millions of constraints, and impossible to complete a project with these constraints. Well, project do have a lot of constraints, but if you look closely, all constraints will boil down to these three things. That is cost, time, and scope. Many times you will find that you can do the work, but you would need more time, or you can manage the work with given deadline, but you need money. You can imagine numerous combinations of the constraints. It is just limited by your creativity. And, I agree, it is difficult, however it's not impossible. There are numerous stories of successful projects, which were able to find the right balance of these three constraints. Let's look into each project constraints closely. So, the first one is cost. All project is primarily aimed to save, or make money. As you know, money is limited. So, goal of project manager should be, how to complete the work at minimum cost. However, no matter how well you plan and estimate your cost, you are going to experience deviation in your planned project cost. Deviation would be either an erosion or savings. So, how do you take care of project cost? As a project manager, you must have strong cost control team in place. You will need to continuously monitor the cost portion, current budget estimate, and cost to compete estimate. Also, you will need to analyze how people are actually booking cost on your projects. The rate of spending money and remaining budget can quickly tell you where your project is heading. The second one is time. Time is essences of every project. A late project is not only a failure to you, but for your customer too. A delayed project can attract a lot of penalties and cost overrun. And do not forget that it is going to impact your future client relationship and may impact company growth. How do you take care of time? Some wise men said that an hour of planning can save you 10 hours of doing. Abraham Lincoln once said, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." So, planning is the key to time management. A project plan is a formal agreement between project stakeholders. It documents and ensures team member approval while managing the project and tracking project progress. However, preparation of a comprehensive plan may not guarantee success, but a lack of a sound plan will almost certainly ensure failure. As the project continues, plans have to be changed in accordance with the conditions and dynamic environment. As the project moves on, choices are made based on newly identified risks and opportunities. Project planning is never truly finished until a project is completed. The project plan may return to the planning stage multiple times prior to project completion, or even abandoned. Planning is flexible and is based on future conditions. Remember, planning can minimize the risks associated with a project, but cannot fully eliminate the risk. Third one is scope of work. With limiting time and cost, it is obvious that you cannot do everything you possibly imagine. As project manager, you are supposed to do only what you are obliged as per the agreement with client. Do not get caught in trap of pleasing client with some extra work. This may have far-reaching impact in terms of causing interface issue and non-performance of desired outcome. Project scope is not an estimate, but a guaranteed set of deliverables. All work is subject to specified quality and standards. You cannot ignore quality. Quality is inbuilt requirement of every work you do on your project. There could be scope risks and tolerance ranges associated in the scope of work. Managing project scope is another key area that will define success of project work. So how to manage your scope work? Well, first thing is to break down the project work in manageable pieces. Work breakdown structure will help you to control any scope creep and easily identify the variance. Period review of WBS progress will give you a fair idea of project status and give key insight of likely future of project. Continuous analysis of project scope is key here and leads to effective project scope management. So, these are the key constraints of any project, called as triple constraints, or also known as iron triangle of project management. And, if you would like to know more about project management, visit us at projectsmind.com. At projectsmind.com, we support project people in all the amazing work they do every day. Our objective is to provide access to world-class project management education for anyone, anywhere in the world for free. The concepts you will learn are applicable to all projects, from Fortune 500 firms to all the way to your own home. And, don't forget to hit subscribe button below to see our latest videos when they come out. See you later, and bye for now.